And so here is New Orleans. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Then it's Fears, and it's Coleman in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Here's Jerome. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Down low. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Jerome. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Coleman, the pass to Williamson. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Williamson's got 20 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Kevin?
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Pass to Vucevic. They need this. He lays it in. Vucevic has got 8 points.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
Williamson outside. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Fears. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Jerome finds Bridges. Jerome with the screen for Bridges. Back to Jerome. Nailed from three-point land. Jerome's got his second basket.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
Out left to the wing. Vanderbilt against Williamson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
There's the pick. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Coleman. Pelicans leading by 15. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Vanderbilt with the steal. Here's the floater. That shot off the mark. Good D by Williamson.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Bridges with some nice defense.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. No one near as Jerome lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Williamson in the post. Vanderbilt defending.
Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
Wells kicks to Bridges. It's good from long range. Bridges has got 23 points.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Williamson outside. They could use a bucket, and the layup is up and in. Williamson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's got 8.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now, Williamson. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bridges shot good. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's a look at some of the stats for him. Pelicans leading by 12. Pass to Coleman. Here's Queen. Over Vanderbilt, and Queen gets it to go. Queen's got his second bucket of the night.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Now here's Vucevic. 8 points for him. Pass to James. Now here's Vucevic. Just 4 to shoot. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from James.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Williamson outside. Pass to Queen from beyond the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Wells. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wells has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Williamson left side. Pass to Fears. And here's Erickson. Here's Coleman. Williamson outside. Misses the three. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Wells passes to Vucevic. Gets it down to single digits. 10 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Coleman. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Man, oh man, he's just a wrecking ball when he puts his head down and gets to the rim. Williamson taking flight again.
Wells the bounce pass. James outside. Vanderbilt setting the pick for James. Now here's Wells. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes here for the Lakers. Waddy's checked in, and Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for Vanderbilt. Lakers trail by 12. Outside, James. Hits it from three-point range. James has got 10 points.
Yeah, Bronny has the range. Really makes it look effortless at times.
Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. 5 to shoot. Jerome with the steal. Only one man back on D. James looking around. And it's off from three-point range.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
There's the pick. Pass to Jones. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the Pelicans score.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
James outside. Jerome, a screen on Jones. Wiggins left side. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. James finds Jerome. For the three. It's hauled in by Queen.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
To the inside. Here's Messi.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Jerome. Wiggins outside. Pass to Jerome. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Dosunmu. Los Angeles with another miss. Pelicans leading by 13. Here's Erickson. Can't connect from short range. Dosunmu, the pass to Wiggins. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Jerome, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
In the corner, it's James. No good on the three. From deep three-point territory. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Shake Milton is out there with James. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bridges. And it's Dosunmu in at the 4 slot. Now here's Erickson with the step back. And he can't jam it through.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Fears. They get the rebound. Messi. And Messi with the jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The Lakers with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Here's James. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, James has the strength and will to be a solid interior finisher at this level.
Pass to Fears. Off target from outside.
It's just not his night from the three, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's Queen. This one for 3. That shot is off.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Pelicans leading by 11. Pass to Fears. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 4 assists now tonight.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Now here's James. From downtown. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They led the game at one point by 20. And stolen by James. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Fires from deep. Pelicans pull it in. Queens got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Fears. Here's Messi. Here's Queen. Covered by Wiggins. And Queen gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Trying to contest size is probably wishful thinking.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Vucevic is checked in. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Pass to Wiggins from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Williamson looking it over. Driving in. Makes it off the glass. Williamson's got 26.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Bridges shot. Good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Queen. Jones sets the pick for Williamson. Here's Queen. Shot clock at 5. The offensive rebound.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
James kicks to Wiggins to the left side wing. Now here's Vucevic, defended by Misi. And here's Vucevic. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Now here's Jones, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Bridges misses. Pelicans leading by 15. Outside, Jones. Here's Queen. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bridges kicks to Vanderbilt. The three ball sinks the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Williamson. Wells with the steal. Pass to Jerome. Over Coleman. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night. Williamson left side. And Jones with the stuff.
And there's an assist for Zion. And don't forget, Point Zion has become a real thing. Williamson can make good decisions with the basketball.
Now here's Vucevic. Pass to Jerome. Bridges deciding where to go with it. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Coleman. Defended by Bridges. Williamson in the post. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Pulls it up. Fierce's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's good. Jerome's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Vucevic to the pass to Wells. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Williamson with it. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Williamson's got 32 points in the game.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Now here's Vucevic. He's guarded closely. Here's Jerome. And no good, trying to use the glass. New Orleans leading by 14. Williamson in the post. Covered by Wells. Now Williamson. Vanderbilt rips down the board. Here's Bridges. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Now Williamson. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
And again, it's Williamson scoring. When he gets rolling like this, no one can stop Zion. He's just too physical.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Zion Williamson.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it two in a row. Now Jerome. Vucevic setting the pick for Jerome. Oh, and wide open, nails the J. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And the Lakers with possession here. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Vanderbilt. He's off from three. New Orleans leading by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pelicans.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zion Williamson.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Now here's Williamson. Williamson is screen on Jerome. Now Williamson. 5 on the clock. A 17-footer. Doesn't get that one. And the Lakers with possession here. Now Jerome. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges fires. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with
the other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 0, Jeremiah Beer. At power forward, at 6'6", number 1, Zion Williamson. Your New Orleans Pelicans head coach is Willie Green. Pelicans fans, that is your New Orleans Pelicans.
And the Lakers starting 5. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Jalen Wells. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. And for the Pelicans, Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Then there's Fears. And it's Coleman in at the center position. And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night. Oh, my goodness. We can feel those Zion dunks over here.
Outside Wells. For 3, Bridges. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Here's Fears. Pass to Coleman. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Vucevic. Back to Jerome. 3-pointer, Bridges. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Fears. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Wells, the pass to Jerome. Back to Wells. Let's go with a 3. Again, the miss by Bridges. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Fears. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Ty Jerome.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
New Orleans shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And he makes both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Bridges outside. There's the 3. Again, the miss by Bridges.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
And there's a pick. Jacks up a 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Jerome passes to Wells. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
New Orleans in the lead. Here's Fears. Last time, 45 points for him. The 3 is up. And Trey Murphy gets a 3.
He chucks up a lot of 3s. Murphy clapping back in a hurry.
Bridges outside. Outside Vanderbilt. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Back to Jerome. Vanderbilt, the pass to Vucevic. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, moving Vucevic inside's like trying to move a brick wall.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. A nice shot by Fears.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Jerome passes to Vucevic. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. From the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
Williamson outside. Taken away. Outside Wells. Jerome on the wing. Bridges outside. Pass to Jerome. From behind the arc. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Jerome. Bridges has got 6.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Here's Fears. 4-3. The shot no good. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Now here's Bridges. He has 6. Off target from 3-point range.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Pass to Coleman. Fires from deep. And the Pelicans miss again. Los Angeles leading by 3. Jerome passes to Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. From downtown, hits a three-pointer. He's got 9.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Williamson with it. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. And a big-time jam. He slams it right over Vucevic.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Back to Jerome. Pass to Vanderbilt. Bridges outside. Picked by Vucevic. Clock at 6. That shot wide open.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
And here's New Orleans now. They trail by 6. There's a screen. Pass to Coleman. Down low. From outside the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws.
Bridges outside. From deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Jerome. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis. Lets it go from deep. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic slams it in.
Yeah, an impressive offensive rebounder. Vucevic isn't afraid of throwing his weight around.
Pass to Coleman. Here's Erickson. Here's Queen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Coleman. No good from outside. The Lakers lead by 6. Bridges finds Vucevic. And here is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt with a screen. Three-pointer, Bridges. Bridges can't get that one to fall.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And the 3 off target.
you kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
That's a high percentage play. Zion is a dangerous lob threat.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Now here's Vanderbilt. Tight defense on him. Pass to Bridges. And here is Vucevic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Now here's Williamson. And he hits it to tie the game. Williamson's got 12 points in the game.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, "I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter." Back to you.
A scary thought. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's New Orleans. Here's Erickson. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Williamson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. So it's Los Angeles now. It has been special watching Zion since he came into the league, hasn't it, Stan?
Look, B.A., I'll tell you this. Zion is unique in the way he plays the game. Not many guys are even capable of doing the things he does. Players like him don't come around often.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Messi, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jones comes in for Williamson. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. The Lakers, #1.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
And 1:01 left to play in the first. Here's Erickson. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. He was all alone on that one. Fears has got 7 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Now here's LeVert, guarded closely. No good that time.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Lakers trail by 3. Now James. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Wiggins from long range. Zion Williamson has been on display for the New Orleans Pelicans. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Dosunmu. James is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Aaron Wiggins, and it's Roddy in at the 5. Now here's LeVert. Still no points. Out to James. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Here's Fears. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Pelicans lead by 7. Out to the right wing. Here's Erickson. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Lakers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. LeVert, that's good.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Outside Jones. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Roddy. Lakers trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And how about Bronny dropping a dime?
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Queen, pounded by Wiggins.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. LeVert outside. Offline with a 3. The Pelicans lead by 5. Here's Erickson. Pass to Fears for 3. LeVert with a rebound.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
No good with a layup. The Pelicans have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Roddy. Lakers trail by 5. Dosunmu, the pass to LeVert. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to James. Misses the 3. New Orleans has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
2 shots.
That's good from Jones.
And Jones understands his role on this team, which is to help space the floor and defend with ferocity.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Roddy. Wells comes in for Dosunmu, and it's Bridges in for LeVert. Jones hits them both. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Last game.
Watch out,